Shalom, my tribe. I am Miriam the Prophet. You know, Moses and Aaron's big sister. I've been asked to tell you all about Passover. I guess Moses was busy. I was your first choice. Huh, how refreshing. Anyway, Passover, Yalla. The second of the three pilgrimage festivals, or Shalosh Regalim. Passover is both a commemoration of our liberation from slavery and a celebration of the coming of springtime. One of the most important parts of Passover is the retelling of the Exodus story, especially to the younger members of our tribe. So much so that the book we read during the Passover Seder is called the Haggadah. So get cozy, kids. It's story time. Way back in the day, we Hebrews were slaves in Egypt, forced to build towering pyramids in the burning sun, whipped and beaten when we tired or grew thirsty. Yet no one spoke out or rose up. Turns out it takes a lot of strength, initiative, and planning to overhaul broken systems. Not like you know anything about that nowadays. Enter Moses. After a life-changing encounter with the brutality of slavery and an even more life-changing encounter with God, encounters with God tend to have that effect on people. Moses gets it in his head that he's going to convince the Pharaoh to let our people go. Moses goes to Pharaoh and says, Pharaoh, bruh, this whole slavery thing, not cool, man. But Pharaoh is unmoved. He responds, yeah, man, it's working pretty well for me. Then God gets involved and things get dark. Literally, I mean, darkness is one of the 10 plagues. I don't have time to recount all 10 plagues, but suffice it to say, darkness is one of the lighter of the plagues. Much unnecessary suffering ensues, but finally Pharaoh does indeed let us go. In our mad dash to depart, there's no time to let our bread rise and bake. Instead, it bakes in the heat of the sun in the sacks on our backs. And that is how we ended up with matzah. You're welcome. With freedom at our fingertips, Pharaoh changes his mind. Suddenly, we find ourselves cornered between Pharaoh's armed soldiers and the sea, and what do you know? A miracle occurs. The sea parts. But this is important, my tribe. Listen carefully. The sea doesn't just poof, part upon Moses' command. No, we take the first step in faith, and the second, and the third. We're up to our necks in faith, inches away from swimming with the fishes before the sea parts. Remember this next time you're in need of a miracle. They seldom occur without faith and initiative. After that, the sea returns and swallows up Pharaoh and his army. Then comes my shining moment. There I am, tambourine in hand, a band of women joining alongside me, and we fill the world with a song of gratitude. Mi chamocha. I have to wait to the end? Fine. Passover lasts 8 days, during which time we're instructed to refrain from eating leavened bread. Instead, lucky us, we get this delightful alternative to cardboard, matzah. Pro tip, prunes are also kosher for Passover. The centerpiece of Passover is the Seder, filled with traditional blessings, songs, lots of things that start with for, and foods imbued with great symbolism. In recent years, traditions that reflect our changing world have made their way onto our Seder table. The evolving Seder plate currently contains items such as a yam instead of a lamb bone for our plant-based MOTs, an orange symbolizing gender and sexual equality among members of our tribe, and olives symbolizing a hope for peace between Israelis and Palestinians. Also on the table, a cup of water, which like Elijah's cup is reserved for guests unseen. You see, not only did I lead our people to freedom with song and dance, I also sustained us with my portable well during our 40 years wandering in the desert. That's right, while my little brothers Moses and Aaron were smashing commandments and building idols to false gods, I was keeping our tribe hydrated and making the desert bloom. In honor of my humble contributions, people have started putting a glass of water on their Seder table to remind them of me. This Passover, stay hydrated with Miriam's cup. Is that what you wanted me to say? I feel like I'm in an infomercial. Have your wines, but drink your water too. That's not any better. Can I sing now? Dayenu? Yofi. Mi chamocha malim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, noa tehilot sefele, noa tehilot sefele. Thanks for learning with me today. Chag Pesach Sameach. Until next time, remember, you are awesome and learning is sweet.